Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world of Ashe. Today, we journey into the storm-forged realm of Valoria. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below, let me know what you think of the video, how I can improve the channel, or if there's a topic or style you'd like to see in the future. Now, let's dive into the fire and shadow of this world. Before the fractured years, before the crown, the lands we now call Valoria were nothing but warring clans. Tribes and bloodlines, elves, dwarves, humans, even halflings, clashed over rivers of steel and stone. Where death was swift and memory was carved in scars, not scrolls. From these endless conflicts, 6 mighty clans rose. They were not yet noble houses, just the fiercest, the most cunning, the best armed. They subjugated those who would kneel and erased those who would not. These 6 clans left mountains of corpses and rivers of blood in their wake. Through savagery and sacrifice, they became something more: nobility. Though the word would have made them laugh in those days, each spoke a different tongue, worshipped different gods, but they all understood one truth: to survive, they had to rule. Let's begin with the first of our 6 houses, House Emberheart. Cradled in the bosom of a volcano, this clan of dwarves and men carved their strongholds into the stone-claw peaks. They mined precious ores, harvested volcanic heat, and forged weapons that burned before they ever cut. Fire was not just a tool, it was divine judgment. House Whitestone. Far to the south in the Iron Ridge Mountains, the human clan of Whitestone built their society in silence. Though they would one day lead the kingdom's unification, they speak little, especially at council. A single word at the wrong time, in their culture, is seen as an omen of death. Justice for them is carved in stone. House Ravenshadow. Deep in the Ranathar forest lies the hidden city of Elevandar, if you can find it. Elves and humans worked centuries to make it vanish, and few outside the clan have seen it. Ravenshadow are assassins, spies, and seers. Religious to the core, they believe ravens to speak the will of gods, and when a raven watches, so do they. House Blackstone. If Emberheart is the hammer, Blackstone is the anvil. A small clan of humans who held against every force sent to break them. They don't speak in riddles, they don't fight alone, they stand, and they've built a legacy on it. As they say, we stand, or nothing does. House Stonewall. Stonewall is Valoria's spine, a union of many races, forged not in bloodlines, but in discipline. Before the unification, they were quiet in politics, but brilliant in war. Their silence on the battlefield is not hesitation, it is precision. House Shadowdancer. Flamboyant, enigmatic, deadly. Not much is truly known about this house beyond the curtain of performance. They say their founder danced with death so beautifully, he tried to join in and lost her 3 times. Now he watches her children dance before he takes them. To witness a shadow dancer on stage is awe, to face them in war is final. For generations, the clans warred among themselves, making alliances, breaking them, and stabbing the same allies in the back just to have done it in return. Betrayal was the only tradition they all honored. Then came the Garoosh. At first, it was nothing more than border raids, goblins and orcs sacking outlying villages, barely worth a mention. But when High Arbiter Kaelin Mar of Whitestone discovered Garoosh warbands deep in his lands, scouting and testing defenses, he knew this was no random incursion. Whitestone lay far from Garoosh territory, too far. Kaelin sought out Lord Varric Nightvale of House Ravenshadow, a spy master already working from the shadows to counter these raids. Varric confirmed Kaelin's fears. The Garoosh were pushing north, faster and bolder than anyone realized. And so began the 10 years of blood and bond. As the Garoosh stormed across what we now call Silva Mortis, the alliance grew. Whitestone and Ravenshadow were joined by Blackstone, bringing their unbreakable shield walls, Shadowdancer with assassins who moved like sorrow, Emberheart whose siege fire turned night into hell. For 10 years, the great houses stood united, and in that time, Whitestone became legend. Their pillar-born warriors saved the invincible Blackstone line from collapse. Their scouts rescued the matron of House Shadowdancer from a Blackclaw ambush, and Kaelin Mar himself struck down the Garoosh, High King of the Garoosh, shattering their morale and ending the campaign. After the Garoosh were driven back, House Ravenshadow and Blackstone declared Kaelin Mar their king, believing only a unified Valoria could survive what might come next. But not all shared that vision. House Emberheart and House Shadowdancer refused, seeing any crown as a gilded chain. To them, unity meant surrender. Rule by one was just tyranny with better manners. And House Stonewall, the most disciplined and militarily unmatched, had never joined the war against the Garoosh. They said nothing, held their ridgelands, and watched. Within 2 years of driving out the invaders, former allies turned blades on each other. The War of Broken Banners had begun. Soldiers who once stood side by side now found themselves on opposite lines. Assassinations in the dark, raids by torchlight, sieges that left the soil blackened and the rivers red. Emberheart and Shadowdancer fought to fracture the rising kingdom. Whitestone, Ravenshadow, and Blackstone fought to build it. For 3 brutal years, the land bled. Then House Stonewall finally moved. Their heir had come of age, and a grand tournament was announced. An open invitation to all the other great houses. Not wanting to provoke the Silent Titan, they all arrived, each bringing only small cohorts and carefully chosen champions. At the opening of the games, the head of the House Stonewall stood before the gathered banners and said, "To the victor goes the Stonewall crown and the backing of our house." The message was clear: win not just glory, but legitimacy. The tournament was brutal. Each house fought for the crown, yet held back just enough to avoid drawing Stonewall's ire. Blood stained the field, but no bodies were left in the dirt. And in the end, it was the heir of House Whitestone who stood unbeaten, crowned not by bloodline, but by steel and silence. With all houses present, Stonewall convened a council. An end to the war was brokered. Within days, the fractured banners were lowered, and Valoria was born. But peace is only a quieter kind of war, and though the fighting ended, the bloodshed did not. It simply moved into darker places. Thank you all for watching this video on Valoria. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what I can do to improve the channel. If there's anything you guys are interested about with this world, I am planning on releasing more videos soon when I have some more free time. Until next time.
Welcome to my world. I've saved it for you.